Johnson, and it's Şengün in at the 5, roaming the paint. And this is it, RJ, the final regular season game of the year.
I think overall it's just optimism in general. They both want to end the regular season on a high note with a win, but expect a competitive game tonight.
Now here's Durant. The 3 from Thompson sends it home from three-point land.
And this is big for Thompson's confidence. He needs to keep hitting from downtown.
Pass to Embiid. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's hauled in by Houston, and they are the winners of 24 consecutive games, which ties a record set by those dominant Warriors teams back in 2016.
The team is playing what I'd call nearly flawless basketball. They just can't lose one of the most memorable winning streaks in league history. Seeing the way these guys are balling right now makes me want to lace it up a little bit.
So it's Philadelphia now, following the score by Houston.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
So far, Grant, we've seen some encouraging intangibles from VJ Edgecombe.
Yeah, you know, he reminds me of Victor Oladipo or even a Dwayne Wade physically. Just an explosive athlete. And I love the way he uses that strength and quickness at the defensive end of the floor.
The Rockets have gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. Johnson inside. Maxey covering. Johnson with a bucket.
Wow, now this is how you want to start your games. Flawless shooting so far.
Pass to Edgecombe. Here in the first quarter, with about 2 minutes gone by, no one covering. Maxey's gotten his second bucket.
Now that's confidence right there. This is when you know Maxey is feeling it.
The drive by MP. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
5 out of 5 to start things off. They certainly seem to be in a good rhythm.
The 76ers have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. On target from range. Maxey's got 7 points in the game.
Always quick to strike. Maxey just stops and pops, pulls the trigger.
Here's Johnson. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for Philadelphia. They trail by 6. Their last encounter was in Philadelphia.
Big loss in their last meeting with this team. Couldn't get anything to fall in that one.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Suns played some superb basketball. He dropped 24 points, and he didn't need a ton of extra possessions to get to that total. He and his team are really clicking right now, and you'd love to see that momentum carry them through the rest of the year. Guys?
Yeah, spot on, Allie. Well, that was an incredible night for him. They rode him to that win.
And he was more than happy to carry them, B.A. He might still be feeding off that performance heading into this one.
And it's very likely that he and his guys can carry that momentum into this one.
Houston leading by 6, and probably one of the least favored opponents to take on around the league, the Houston Rockets.
Yeah, they're so well coached. They're physical. They're aggressive defensively. They're monsters on that glass. We'll take something out of them.
And it'll be Philadelphia with their first time out of the game here. We'll go for a different look here. Green's checked in for Şengün. Finney-Smith comes in for Smith. Eason's checked in for Durant. And it's Shepherd in for Thompson. Here's Bona. Philadelphia moving it around for 3. Finney-Smith pulls it in. Houston leading by 9. Here's Green. Outside Finney-Smith. Back to Green. Johnson against McCain. Just 3 to shoot. And it's Shepard missing. 76ers trail by 9. It's Grimes on the wing. And stolen by Green. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Finney-Smith passes to MP. Again gets it to go. He can't miss. 5 for 5.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
McCain against MP. It's stolen by MP. Inside, pass to Shepard. Here's the 3. Pure from 3-point range.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
And an overpowering first quarter effort. Already a double-digit advantage. The Rockets on top. They lead by 14. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided. Last time out, Houston making some changes. Kevin Durant, he's checked in for Finney-Smith, and MP subbed in for Van Vliet. Philadelphia also making some changes. Embiid, he's checked in for Bona, and it's Edgecombe in for McCain. Alperen Şengün out there with Tari Eason. Then it's Shepard, then it's MP, and it's Durant in at the 3, the small forward. That's the 5 for Houston right now.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thank you, B.A. Joel Embiid over the years has had some tough luck with injuries. He said, I've broken my face twice. I came back early with the risk of losing my vision, broken fingers. I still came back. I wish I was as lucky as others, but that doesn't mean I'm not trying to do whatever it takes to be out there. Brian, back to you.
Thanks a lot, Allie. And Philadelphia making a change here. Oubre's checked in. Outside Maxey. Let's go with a 3. The Rockets pull it in. They've led by as many as 14. Well, the rise of Tyrese Maxey has been fun. What do you think makes him such an exciting player, RJ?
Oh, it's his speed and tenacity for sure. He might be the quickest guard in the league right now. And in addition, he's also become an absolute knockdown shooter.
Pass to Edgecombe. From the wing, it's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got 4 rebounds now. Johnson passes to Durant. Making it look easy inside. Durant.
The control KD has from any spot on the floor, that's what makes him different.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
2 points. That one goes.
And he's doing everything he can offensively to lift them out of this hole. But I'm not sure his hot shooting can do it alone.
Shepard. Joel Embiid with the board.
Just hasn't found much consistency from the floor, but his teammates have picked up the slack.
Out to the right wing and out of bounds. Houston will have it. And for an idea of how the league is shaping up right now, take a look at these latest power rankings. You look at the Pistons, they've risen to 3rd in the latest power rankings, playing well as of late.
Checking out the Rockets, they're the best team in the league. No surprise at all. I mean, they have the talent. They will be a factor in the title race.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Smith, he's checked in for Eason. And it's Amin Thompson in for Shepard. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Watford's checked in. MP, the pass to Smith. Good D by Watford. 76ers trail by 13. Oubre with it. Durant covering. Oubre can't hit. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for Houston. Pass to Şengün. Back to Johnson. Shot clock at 6. Şengün throw it down.
Punishing the rim right there. Şengün.
Maxey passes to Embiid to the left side wing. Maxey, a good look. Buckets. He's now 6 of 10 from the field.
He's bringing a lot of energy to this offense, not letting the scoreboard discourage him right now.
He's going to keep putting up shots regardless of the score. That's the kind of player he is.
And there's the foul. It's on Joel Embiid. That's his first foul. And Houston making a change here. Eason's checked in. The 76ers also with a sub. Grimes is checked in. So it's the Rockets now. It's a 13-point game. Outside Eason. The three is up. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. A tough loss coming against San Antonio in their last game.
Just a tough road loss. You're going against players who are comfortable shooting in their own building. You have to find a way to disrupt their focus.
Well, they weren't fighting through screens. Their closeouts and rotations were late. You name it, and let's just say they didn't do it on defense.
Connects from downtown.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and...
Oh, it goes! He got it in time!
Wow.
A bomb at the buzzer whips the crowd into a frenzy right at the stroke of halftime.
And so it's Houston in command with a 13-point lead at the end of the quarter. We hear teams talk about wanting to get the ball inside, but this is how you do it. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this.
Thanks for stopping by, everybody. The story tonight, everything, and I mean everything, is working well for the Houston Rockets.
No sloppy passes, no easy giveaways, no big mistakes. They're keeping it tight like Kenny Pants over there, Ernie.
Hey, that's tighter than tight.
Yo, it's called form fitting. It's called a Euro cut. Thank you, gentlemen.
And now, as the season winds down, a look at the Western Conference picture.
You know, for the Rockets, the last game of their season and plenty to play for. They're still holding that #1 spot in the conference. They'll need to protect it.
Always great to see meaningful games down the stretch. They all count. That does it for halftime. Let's get back to game action. Here's Brian Anderson with the start of the third quarter.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Without question, Tyrese Maxey displaying all his skills today.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
Well, when you think about how the game has evolved in recent years, RJ, the role of the big man might have changed the most.
Who knew threes and assists would become a key stat for 7-footers? But I will say, size helps. You cannot teach tall.
So, on the floor for Philadelphia, Maxey and Edgecombe man the backcourt. Trendon Watford is out there with Kelly Oubre. And it's Embiid in it to 5. Smith no good. 76ers trail by 13. Here's Edgecombe. And here's Embiid. And here's Maxey outside. Doesn't go for him. Outside Johnson. MP going to work down low.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Philadelphia's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Back to Maxey. Beyond the arc. Connects again from distance.
And that last three now ties him for the franchise record for most in a season. You know he's looking for that next one.
You talk about being locked in all year long. Next one sets the franchise record. What a season it's been for him. Thompson passes to MP. 5 on the clock. Late clock. Houston's got to hurry. And down it goes. 2 points. Sengun's got his second basket.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Time called here. The 76ers decide to talk it over. And as we head into this break, the players have an opportunity to replenish their energy with Gatorade as they prepare to go into the final stages of this ballgame.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, not to mention over the course of a season, you have to stay hydrated. If you don't, it's amazing how much slower your body is to bounce back. It can have a serious effect on performance, no question.
And let's check out a breakdown looking at some stats for Quentin Grimes.
And by looking at his true shooting percentage over the last 5 games, you can see how much he's paying attention to his shot selection. And it's showing.
76ers trail by 14. Pass to Maxey. Outside Oubre. There's the 3. And it's MP with a rebound. Johnson's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Rough start to the second half for them, only getting one of the past 4 shots to fall.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple.
Good! Another from 3.
And he shattered the franchise's single-season high for three-pointers made.
Getting them up and connecting with high volume. He's been a flamethrower all year long. A chance here to catch up with Ali from the sideline.
Hey guys, the NBA has its eyes on the old continent. Commissioner Silver said there continues to be an enormous opportunity to take basketball to another level in Europe. The quality of the basketball there has been fantastic, and we think there's a commercial opportunity to create something special. Back to you guys.
Okay, Ali, appreciate the update. Maxey finds Embiid. Here's Edgecombe. Jacks up a 3. Kevin Durant with a rebound.
They've had a slight leg up on the boards and a big leg up on the scoreboard.
And for the Sixers, the growth of Tyrese Maxey has meant everything, Grant.
Oh, my. His growth, both with his play, but also with his leadership, has meant a lot. And he has such a joyful energy. It really helps pull this team together. Wow. Smith going for a slam. He wants everyone to know that he's arrived.
And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for Philadelphia, trailing by 17. And there's 1:38 left to play in the third quarter here. Stolen by Thompson.
Wow. V.J. Edgecombe. I have a feeling we'll be seeing a lot of these highlight reel plays over his career.
And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Houston making some changes. Finney-Smith checked in for Alperen Sengun. Eason comes in for Smith. And it's Shepard in for Amen Thompson. Outside Eason. A minute 20 left to play in the third quarter of basketball. And there it is for him.
When MP is having a night like this, you just can't keep him from getting the ball.
Pass to Embiid. Philadelphia moving it around. And then Embiid with the dunk.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does. Johnson passes to Durant. Here's Shepherd, covered by Grimes. And that one drops for him. Shepherd's got 7 points.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
Pass to Grimes. Gordon outside. Into the lane. Not going to go that time. Eason with some nice D.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Embiid against Johnson. And the shot goes. And the Rockets lead by 19.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
Lets it fly. McCain shot is off.
And that's a low percentage shot. And I'm sure he knows it.
And those are the type of shots that just drive coaches crazy. Look, I wouldn't be shocked to see him sitting on the bench if he tried that bad boy again.
MP getting it done for Houston. He's been productive scoring the ball. He's got 20 points so far. We'll be back in a moment. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And 2 teammates on the same page, woo.
Take less money to join a contender.
It is not hard, and contenders typically count on that because once you've made the money, if you've made it that far in your career, if there's one thing left that you want to accomplish, that's win a ring.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Kevin Durant comes in for Finney-Smith. And it's Johnson in for Shepherd. Fred VanVleet out there with MP. Then it's Tari Eason. Then there's Kevin Durant. And it's Şengün in at the 5, down low. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. Maxey passes to Edwards. Goes up and lays it in. Nice and easy.
Who saw the angles and led him right to the hoop with that pass.
Houston leading by 18. MP outside. VanVleet on the wing. Back to MP. Clock at 6. Durant looking around. Good, and the assist goes to MP. Johnson's got assist number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. The 76ers call timeout. And the Rockets have had success adding veteran leadership to their young roster, RJ.
And that's a great lesson in roster building. It's always beneficial to have adults in the room, experienced guys who can set positive examples for younger players.
Making some changes. Smith comes in for Eason, and it's Thompson in for Fred VanVleet. Philadelphia also making some changes. Watford's checked in for Edwards. Oubre comes in for Grimes, and it's Edgecombe in for McCain. Here's Maxey. Pass to Edgecombe. Outside Oubre. Lets it fly. Rockets with a rebound. Johnson's got his 5th rebound in this one. Now here's Şengün. Grant, you're involved with helping the NBA grow the game globally. How important are those initiatives?
You know, BA, it's very important to watch how the game has grown over the last 30 years that I've been connected with the NBA. Is quite staggering, but there's more work to be done. So every initiative, every appearance, every camp, every game is so vitally important as we continue to spread the game of basketball all over the world.
Here's Johnson. Oh, and the dunk by MP.
Come on, man. So aggressive. MP, that trait will take you a long way in this game.
Now here's Maxey. Lets it go from deep. Kevin Durant with a rebound.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now in this 4th quarter. Back to MP. This one for 3. Rebound by Philadelphia.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Rockets.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, BA, this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And we just saw one of the greatest teams of all time win again. They've reached that magical 72-win marker, and they keep going.
And with this one all but in the record books, they set the tone in the first of what will be only 2 meetings between these teams.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for MP.
And his playmaking is what stood out to me, effortlessly creating for his teammates.
Substitution on the court.
35 seconds left in the 4th. Outside Eason. Van Vliet scanning the floor. Pass to Johnson. Down low. Oh, got a piece of it. And so Houston takes this one by a big margin. Boy, they were something special to watch tonight, and the crowd loving every second of it.
It's always a great feeling when you play this well for your fans. This team really showed what it's capable of.
That's it, folks. The NBA regular season is in the books. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching. So long and good night, everyone.